Ladies and gentlemen, this is Maestro Paul Gerasi at the 2017 Arnold Fencing Classic. We are about to begin the gold medal match for the Y12 men's foil. On the left is Samuel Freedman from Grosse Pointe Park, Michigan. And on the right is Dusan Zeljovic from Belgrade, Serbia, fencing out of the Zeljovic Fencing Academy in Philadelphia. Our referee is giving them some final instructions. There have been a couple of new rules implemented this year. Foil fencers may no longer reverse their shoulders or incur a yellow card. And before our match can begin, our referee needs some clarification on something. I'm not really too sure on what he needs, but our referee is asking a question. Asking a question of the replay official, I believe. Just like professional football, fencing actually has a replay official where you can ask for a replay. And the fencing is started. An attack from Zeljovic fails, and Freedman's counterattack scores the first point. Freedman comes forward with the attack and scores for a 2-0 advantage. Freedman, the smaller fencer. Oh, but Zeljovic has asked for a video replay here. You might have noticed that both lights went on. If that happens in foil fencing, the person who started the action gets the touch. And in this case, Zeljovic thinks that he may have started the action. And so the referees will confer. We have a replay committee that will look, and a referee comes back. And they've actually reversed the call. In this case, they say the video replay overturned Freedman's touch, and it was actually Zeljovic's, so we have a 1-1 game. And here the action is started by Zeljovic, who takes a 2-1 advantage. Freedman's slightly smaller, maybe a little bit more mobile. But it looks like Zeljovic puts out a superior reach, putting that point in line. When the point is in line, the fencer's going to have to engage it or beat it. And the attack from Freedman lands off target. In foil fencing, you have to hit on the torso, or where the vital areas of the body would be. And that's indicated by the silver lame, the silver surface around the fencer's body. That's the only place the fencer can score a touch in foil fencing. And in this case, it looks like Zeljovic actually hit the floor. And the referee awards the attack to Freedman, who ties the score at 2-2. But again, Zeljovic has asked for a replay, and so the referees will confer again and take a look at the video replay. And the referee comes out, and the referee sticks with his original call and declares Freedman. So Freedman starts again.
I lost my brain.
2-2 game. And that point in line is out there, and a quick counterattack from that extended line earns Zeljovic with his third touch. And Zeljovic scores again, 4 fencing 2. And a counter-time action by Freedman does not land. And a remise lands off target. And the referee is asking Zeljovic to straighten his blade. The blades have to be within only 1 centimeter of bend, and it looks like Zeljovic's blade is bent a little out of whack. These fencers put a lot of stress on these weapons, and they do come and break from time to time, so it's important to keep them straight. Both fencers attack, no right of way, no touch given. And in his preparation, Zeljovic goes out and scores on Mr. Freedman, take a 5-2 lead. Freedman's got to be careful this bout doesn't get away from him. And in this case, Freedman is able to find the blade and score. 3-5. Freedman coming forward again. Zeljovic sticking that blade out, almost taunting him. And a lunge, a big lunge from Freedman finds the mark for a 4-5 game. So just like that. And the referee sees the action, but he's not sure, so the referee is going to check the video replay and see what he thinks. In fencing, well, in sports, I should say, the fastest thing is the marksman's bullet, but it's only second is fencing's the tip of the fencer's sword. So it goes really fast, so sometimes referees need replay too. And he awards the point to Mr. Freedman. So Freedman, 5-5. An attack with plus de fer, or a taking of the blade, but it lands off target. He needs to land on the body. And the attack by Zeljovic misses, and Freedman's counterattack lands on the valid target area, giving him a 6-5 lead. So Freedman has come back. The referee again is asking Zeljovic to fix the bend in his blade, and I think Zeljovic has given it to his coach. He's going to try to straighten it. Sometimes after a couple hard hits, these blades do get bent beyond repair, and sometimes we need to get new ones, but coaches are often pretty skilled at putting these things back together, and it looks like his coach, who is also his father, has managed to put it back together, and they are ready to fence again. And just parried, Freedman stalking. And it looks like the counterattack is hit off target on Freedman's upper arm, or lower arm, I should say. Freedman coming forward. Parries, but no riposte. Freedman's point is up high in the air, and the counterattack from Zeljovic hits. It's rather hard sometimes for the shorter fencer to earn that distance when the larger fencer can just counterattack and escape. 6-6. Freedman coming forward slowly now, being a little bit more cautious. And the parry riposte for Freedman scores his 7th touch. Freedman coming forward again. Zeljovic happy to play defense and take over the attack when Freedman extends himself. And a couple of probing attacks by Zeljovic trying to get Freedman to commit, but Freedman is a little too cautious. Now he's on the offensive. And he gets towards the end of the strip, and he attacks, but it's parried by Zeljovic, who riposts and scores a touch. It is 7-7. Fencers have to stay on the strip. If they go off the back of the strip, it's a penalty touch for the opponent. Freedman coming forward, 7-7. 20 seconds left in the first period. He makes a beat. But the beat attack, or the tackle fair, as they say, is it misses initially. Zeljovic puts his point on, and then Freedman is able to make a second attack. But the point will go for Zeljovic, who retakes the lead at 8-7. And it looks like both fencers are content to let the time expire in round 1. They will now get 1 minute. In this 1 minute, they will get to talk to their coaches, get a drink of water, and talk about some strategy that they might want to employ. We play to 15 touches. This is the gold medal bout for the Y12 men's foil event. On the left, Samuel Freedman, and on the right, Dusan Zeljovic. Good coaches really don't say a lot during the break. They tend to say one thing and one thing only, so the fencers can concentrate on that one thing. Let's see if any of that advice paid off. And we start the second period, 7-8. Zeljovic has the advantage. Freedman coming forward slowly. He beats his blade, but counterattack by Zeljovic lands off target. Fencers get on guard and they start again. Freedman creeping forward, trying to engage the blade. He loses that right way. Zeljovic comes forward with advanced lunge and scores to Freedman's torso. Freedman again coming forward. Zeljovic measuring with that point in line. Now he's escaping. Very, very careful and cautious about his distance. Times that counterattack, but the attack had landed off target. Freedman actually started that attack. Now Freedman is picking up the pace. He makes the attack. Again, it's off target. He's got to land it on the silver lame or the torso. Back at the end of the strip. And the riposte lands off target. He cannot get both feet off of the dark blue portion, or a penalty touch will be scored against him. And both fencers come forward. The referee cannot award a touch. He's not sure. If both fencers attack, so we'll do it again. They both search for the blade, but this time it looks like Mr. Freedman successfully avoided his blade being parried and scored. 8-9. Still anyone's game. 1 point game. We fenced to 15 points. And Mr. Freedman scores the point, but Zeljovic seems to think that that beat was actually his parry, and so the referees will consult the video replay and see what they think. Sometimes it's difficult for, even for the audience, to tell if it was an actual beat attack or attaque fair, where you attack the steel, you knock the opponent's blade away and make your lunge, or if the beating of the blade was in defense, if it was a parry and a riposte. And so the judges are trying to confer who had control of the blade on that action. Once they figure that out, they'll tell us. And it looks like the referee has taken the point away, and he said no, they could not determine right away, and so nobody gets a point. And Zeljovic, with that long arm, with that long reach, is able to find Freedman's torso and score the 10th touch. But we go to 15, it's only 2 points behind, so Freedman still has a pretty good chance. He just needs to regroup, find a way to get past Zelkovic's defense. Going a little bit slow. We see a little bit more rhythm in Zelkovic's step. Zeljovic likes fencing back in his own corner. In this case, the attack is by Freedman, but it does not land on the target, so no point is scored. Freedman coming forward again. But he's parried, and the riposte lands for Zeljovic. 11-8. Zeljovic is really taunting him, trying to get him to commit, and when he does, he makes his parry and riposte. You could even see, as he keeps his distance, Zeljovic will actually put his weight on his front foot so he can make a quick riposte or taking over of the attack after he's parried Freedman. Freedman's point is high. He doesn't want his blade to get engaged. And he makes the attack that time, and that time he does find the mark. 9 fencing 11. Freedman coming forward again. It seems like he's always coming forward, and the attack is by Freedman, and he gets the point, 10-11. Both fencers score, but he says that Freedman went first, and Zeljovic calls for a replay. And the fencing officials will confer. And The officials uphold their call. Freedman starts the attack. And so it is 10-11. A one-point game again. Freedman coming forward yet again. Seems like the same old story. Zeljovic parries the blade, and then with advanced lunge, or patinando as the Italians call it, comes forward and scores his touch. 12-10. Again, Freedman keeping his blade back. Zeljovic takes the blade and attacks, but it lands off target. Freedman would like his weapon checked, and it seems like it works, so we are back to on guard. Second period, 10 fencing 12. Zeljovic with his arm out, looking for the blade. And this time, he finds the blade and lunges to the torso and scores his 13th touch. Remember, we go to 15. And Mr. Freedman has asked for a video replay. Sometimes fencers honestly think that the call was incorrect, and so they'll ask for that video replay. Other times, it can be a delaying tactic, and if they just want a time to think about it. And the referee tells Mr. Freedman that the call has been upheld, and he only has one video replay left. So Freedman comes forward. Zeljovic looking to get that blade. He's looking for it. Going in a circular motion. The attack is no, and the remise, no, and nobody can score. And the fencing becomes a little confused, so the referee calls a halt. Freedman has him on the ropes all the way in the back, but coming forward with advanced lunge is Zeljovic, who scores the 14th touch. Remember, we only go to 15, so one more point for Zeljovic will win the tournament. Both fencers come together. Could be anybody's touch. They really was fast, and the referee says they attacked at the same time, so no touches awarded. Mr. Freedman has to be very, very careful here, but he has to be aggressive as well. Zeljovic starts to celebrate, but the referee's not buying it. He's going to go over and check the video replay for himself. And the referee says no. He says that's Freedman's touch. Freedman, 11-14. And the referee again instructs Zeljovic to straighten his blade, which looks like it's turning into a little bit of a pretzel at the moment. And our time has expired in the second period, so our fencers will have one more minute to consult with their coaches. And now the referee tells us that Mr. Freedman has one video challenge left, and Mr. Zeljovic has none. So there will be none for Zeljovic, unless the referee initiates it by himself, which is always possible. Zeljovic needs 1 point to earn the gold medal. He's looking for the blade. He lunges, and a remise of the attack scores, and Zeljovic screams in celebration. And now politely comes back, salutes his opponent, and shakes hands. Your winner, Dusan Zeljovic.